That's Paula Abdul. She started her career as a dancer and a choreographer on Lakers.
I believe that. That's good. And the odd part is, ironically enough, I have that outfit. So,
why don't you bring it?
huh?
I was following you on Twitter.
Yeah, right.
You were about to do it.
Yeah, well, I posted pictures, of course, on my Twitter feed, of me trying on the dress. But you know what?
Didn't fit?
No, it's a little looser than it used to
Stop
be.
drinking beer.
I don't drink.
Oh, it's looser.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it. Okay, I thought it wasn't gonna fit.
He doesn't listen.
See,
Yeah.
I just wanted to throw the beer plug in there. I don't know why.
Right, I guess.
Tell us about coming out here and supporting a great cause.
Well, lupus in particular is an autoimmune disorder. Any cure or treatment found to benefit anybody with lupus would also affect every other autoimmune disorder that's out there, from arthritis to AIDS. And so all of them are linked and all of them equally important. So, and age, just the act of aging, as we find, is actually related to an autoimmune disorder. So, literally a cure for lupus could extend everyone's lifespan. So, it couldn't be more important.
Man, you're like extremely well spoken.
Yeah, sorry about
and extremely well dressed.
Well, that's a mistake.
I would have preferred the Lakers dress though.
Yeah. Who says I don't still have it on underneath?
Ooh. Yeah. Couple more rounds.
Right,
Maybe
exactly.
we'll see it.
No, I don't drink. Where's this with the drinking?
I don't know, man. I don't know. It just
Immediately went there.
you're giving me like a party vibe.
Well, that's true, but I'm the sober one. I'm the driver.
Oh, I gotta be with this guy.
This out.
DD.
I've never actually drank or done drugs or smoked anything in my life ever, not once.
You've never even had a sip of wine.
Nope. Never.
Not even for a toast?
Nope.
For your mom's birthday?
Nope.
You don't love your mom.
Well, wow, look at that.
I'm joking.
What?
That's really good. That's actually very inspirational.
I can tell.
Very inspirational.
Right, it's inspiring you to get me to give you a ride home at the end of the night when you're.
That's right.
When you're wearing this microphone.
That's right. That'll be my necklace.
Right.
Let's talk about Lab Rats.
Yeah.
Very exciting.
It's great. It's the #1 show on the network and the #1 debut in their history by double, which was shocking and fun and cool and amazing and weird and psycho at the same time. And then it kind of took the magic out of being picked up. We kind of started to expect it, but we have been. Right. And so we go back mid-August. It's going to be great. The nice thing is, first season was like us, just like, I hope we get another one. So they're throwing every story they could. And the second season, they're actually looking to build a story arc throughout the whole thing, which is really unexpected and a surprise for Disney as a network.
Now, for people who haven't seen the show, let's talk a little bit more about it,
Sure.
and about the role and what your character you play.
I played Donald Davenport. He's a billionaire scientist inventor. He's kind of like a cross between Tony Stark and Richard Branson. And he has these 3 cyborg super children that fight crime, that are in training to save the world all the time. And my wife has a son who's I guess biologically normal. Anyways, they become friends. He teaches them how to get along with kids in school, and they take him on missions, and it's an adventure series. And it's so much fun. We have, I think, more special effects and more stunts and fighting than they've ever seen. And I, it's a couple of creators. Our creators are actually from that '70s show, and so it's really geared towards grown-ups. And not, it's a little more Cartoon Network than Disney Channel, I have to say. And I watched that '70s show, or I watched some of the other older sitcoms, and I'm like, this, like, the line between ours and theirs is about that thin. So that's really nice. So we can expect grown-up jokes. Families can watch it together, as opposed to, oh yeah, my kid has that network on all the time. This is a draw. I think it's really great.
Well, I think it's a cool show. It's a great concept. Are you on the whole social media front? Twitter, Facebook?
Oh yeah, I'm at Hal Sparks on Twitter. I have halsparks.com. I've had halsparks.com since 1993.
Really?
Yeah, I used to be a webmaster back in the day before, instead of waiting tables, that's what I used to do.
Speaking of webmasters, what do you think about the whole IPO on Facebook?
That was ridiculous. Nobody saw that coming?
I don't know. To be honest with you, I didn't.
Shares of what? It's odd enough that Google has whatever, 600.
It's at 600.
Yeah, 600 a share, and they produce nothing mechanical. I mean, like Android aside as a platform, great, but
right. I mean,
but they don't make anything. And
look at Instagram, though.
But anybody
sold for $1 billion.
Right.
But it doesn't produce anything. It just gives you a platform to take pictures.
That's true. But the problem is it can be replaced tomorrow. Look at MySpace and tell me that IPO, if it had been timed now, couldn't have been knocked off tomorrow. The reason Apple and Microsoft arguably are secure and can weather big storms is because they make stuff on a lot of levels, from software to hardware. Anybody could come in tomorrow with a better platform and knock Facebook off if it just becomes uncool for 10 weeks.
Well, I mean, it's been plummeting like crazy. Now there's a class action lawsuit against it.
Well, it was artificially propped up during the IPO. I mean,
what they're saying.
I mean, it's obvious that it was. I mean, everybody knew that they were back-ending it the entire time. They wanted to keep it at least at its baseline and not let it drop below. Tell me the market value of Facebook per se, other than like a direct mail company. You know, arguably this is what Facebook offers mechanically, and I'll probably get my page taken down for saying this, is a digital equivalent of a pizza flyer hanging on your door. That's really what it gives as far as other businesses. As a social gathering, I think it's invaluable. I think it's so worthwhile that people can...
Right, exactly. It's all about connecting.
But as far as advertising, and essentially that's what they're selling...
Yes.
I don't know...
Have you ever clicked on an advertisement, by the way?
I clicked on band links, but only for bands I already know, just so it would benefit them.
Right.
But
not a nice guy. Me neither.
You go to Facebook and those kind of things to avoid advertising.
Yeah. And they started the whole thing, and it's always going to be free, and there's going to be no advertisement. Slowly but surely, they started trickling in.
You cannot pay for a service this size without some sort of mechanic. I would arguably say you're better off paying $24.95 for a year's service on a major social media network, and that'll be next. Somebody will offer and go, this is a pay service, and you can only get in, and there's no ads because you pay for it. And the minute they start offering one ad, everybody will jump ship and stop paying.
But here's the thing: are you really bothered by the ads on Facebook? It's really to the side. It's small.
It's very marginal, and
it's not intrusive.
That's true, which is why it's not successful as well. I mean, arguably, banners on your own website sell and move more product than anything you would put up on Facebook.
It's interesting you said that, because people like Zynga, for example, who are creating games, are making billions of money off of like being a little satellite around Facebook.
Right. That's exactly it. I mean, the getting you involved and doing upsells within the software, like apps, like in-app software, that's a much better business model. That, you know, it's like Facebook is yet another in a series of Titanics, and these are barnacles and fish dovetailing behind them that are eating and benefiting from it until it sinks, and then they move on. And the social media as an art, arguably Twitter is a more robust and sound base, because you don't mind the ads. That's all you're seeing. You got 140 characters of a tweet about your sandwich, or 140 characters about a tweet about the cause you believe in, or 140 characters about Pepsi, and that's it. You know, and I'm running a contest on mine right now for a company I just believe in. I don't get money from them, but I actually think they need a boost.
What's his contest? I'll jump in on it.
It's Steez, at Steez. If you go to
the drink company.
Yeah, they're awesome. They're a fair trade company. They have a low CO2 output facility. They recycle everything. All their teas are humanely grown.
So have you ever been a part of a Twitterthon? You know, like a Twitter competition. They get a bunch of celebrities for a cause, for charity.
I've done Tweet the Press a couple of times, around debates and those kind of things, but I haven't been on those kind of things. I just kind of regularly push companies I believe in and causes I believe in when it comes up. When for the Violence Against Women Act that keeps getting barnacled and voted down. All during that time, I've been kind of mentioning, by the way, RAINN exists, the Rape and Incest National Network, and they're doing a lot of great work. Aside from what a governmental company is doing, on their own, they're making more breakthroughs than almost anybody knows. So go to them right now. Help them support the Violence Against Women Act as well. So it was a way to dovetail whatever the news of the day is. Twitter's a much better functionality for that. I love the fact that my band 01 has the 01 Nation on Facebook. It's a great outlet. People should like it. But I don't know ultimately how it benefits me more so than them coming to a website, honestly, in the end. And that's the problem Facebook is facing with their idea.
He's not just looks, people. He's got the brains. People are probably thinking we're like a bunch of stock geeks talking about like functionality of businesses and all.
It affects your life. You wait. Yes, this thing continues to tank. Download all your photographs because Facebook might go away.
They have an option to download it, but and it goes, it'll take like a month or so. They never send it to me.
Right.
They're not going to do that either.
Of course, they don't want you to.
Yeah, they don't. Here's the thing. So we connect our Facebook fans and Twitter fans with the actual stars. Right. And people knew that you were coming, and based on the show, in light of it, if you got to program, let's talk about software and hardware. If you got to program your own cyborg to fight anything in the world, what would you program it to do?
He'd probably be something like Nutrition Man. He'd probably fight around just knocking burgers out of people's hands.
Would he be throwing Nutrigrains at people?
No, he would not. He would probably go, here's an array of vitamins, drink some water, stop, put the lasagna down. Right.
So you're a health conscious guy.
Yeah, I mean, you have to be. You want to be around a long time? Like, you know, everybody can talk about weight loss and all those kind of things, but ultimately, if you want... Don't whine about, I wish I had 2 more days with my grandchildren when you're 90 years old if you ate a bunch of crap and shortened your life. At a certain point, take responsibility for that and go, I want to be around. Living is more important than a spoonful of comfort food every 10 minutes. And that's, I think, ultimately the message. I don't care if you like some certain things, great. Do it every 6 months. But keep your body healthy and keep yourself alive, because there's a lot more to do than sit, eat, and watch television and veg.
I'm going to go on record and say this guy's my new hero. You're awesome, dude.
Yeah.
I'm
actually a cyborg. I am nutrition.
In the back. Honestly, I'm gonna follow you on Twitter. I'm gonna connect with you.
Hal Sparks, absolutely.
And do you moderate it yourself? It's not like you don't have anyone else.
I think that's the whole point of social media. Yeah. I do all my own social media stuff.
It's pathetic. It's like, oh, someone else does it. You have no idea what's going on.
Oh my God, the assistant thing and the auto follow business that Twitter was doing with people. Like, of course he's got 1 million followers. You'd have to unclick it to do it. So of course everybody who joins is just going to go whatever. But it doesn't mean they want to hear from you. And that's what social media should be about.
You should connect with people that you actually want to read on your feed on what's going on.
Exactly.
But people don't care. It's all about numbers.
Right, exactly.
It's a numbers game.
No, and that's when you have like Domino's Pizza following you and you just have it in your list of followers. It makes no sense. I'd rather have...
what if Domino tells you, hey man, I got a new artisan pizza?
Then they can pay for a sponsored trend, which is annoying as hell, and tag that up, and I'll see that in my feed on the side, just like Facebook. But the truth is, I have 50,000 some odd, followers on Facebook. That's a robust and solid amount. It's nowhere near the, 250,000 or 1 million that some people have. But it's a solid. And they all are there because they want to be there. They didn't jump on because I said something trendier. I wasn't, it wasn't like Charlie Sheen for a month where everybody just dove on. It's actually got a purpose. I actually say stuff worth hearing, sell stuff worth buying, and make jokes worth laughing at. And I think that's what Twitter is for me. I'm Hal Sparks, and you're watching me on secretlanguage.tv. If you didn't understand that, put your babblefish back in your ear.